So this is part 2 of finger picking. So at this point we've already gone over the thumb kind of covering these lower strings pitch-wise. And we mentioned sort of index, middle, ring, like that. Alright, so we've covered that this far. So let's talk about which fingers you're going to use for different chords. So for your E minor chord, the thumb there on the E string, also for the E, that will also apply for the F chord or the G. So all of those, E minor, E, F, G, have the root there on the E string. All right. A string, moving up here, you're going to go have A minor, A, B7, and also C of the chords we've covered so far. All of those with the roots on the A string, right? D string, up here, you're going to have a D and the D minor. So practice that a little bit. Just getting used to which strings are which on that. Get real comfortable with that. The other thing is you don't always have to play the root of a chord. Let me show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to go with a D chord, again my root on the D string. And what I can do is D string, the A string, that's also in the chord, D string, A string, and I'm alternating between the root and what we call the fifth of the chord. Got the whole world in his hands. So what I'm doing there is root on the D string, other fingers, root, I'd say fifth on the A string, other fingers. All of these are for the D chord. Now in the song it changes to the A chord here. So my root is on the A string. Oh, my fifth is now on the E string here. World in his hands, he's got the, back to the D string for the D chord. Whole world in his hands, back to the A chord on the A string. He's got the whole world in his D hands. He's got the itty bitty baby in his hands. He's got the itty bitty baby in his hands. He's got the itty bitty baby in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Now, not always are you going to find that fifth, like the root, I showed you where those are. The fifth is not always going to be exactly in the chord, and I'll explain some other times when that's the case, some special circumstances in the next lesson. But for now, get really comfortable with each of the chords, where you're going to put your thumb for the root, and memorize that. All right.